Hey everyone, I wanted to make an updated Queen Amidala EU video. In the Legends Con 2 stream from a few nights ago, I showed off a book that I have that I want John Whitman to sign. And after trying and failing to get the fifth piece of original Queen Amidala EU, I thought it was time to talk a little bit more about that book, which I did show very briefly in an old video, but I thought we'd take another look. Very quickly, the original Queen Amidala EU, we have Queen's Amulet, which is this big old case, but with this tiny little book. If you're watching this video, you know what this is. I just really love the art in it. It's probably something I would have wanted as a little boy that I would have been too embarrassed to actually buy. One thing I think is interesting is that it comes with a physical amulet, and so, you know, just as a fun thought experiment, you could take that physical amulet to be representative of what it actually is. So the physical amulet is original EU. We have this DK Readers Star Wars A Queen's Diary. And one thing that's interesting that I note about this one is that the DK Readers are still being published with Disney on the back, since Disney bought Star Wars, and this one is being republished with under Disney. And so whatever tiny little bits and snippets from Padme's perspective that are original EU in this are actually in both continuities. It's nothing really, it's almost nothing, right? Sometimes it's hard being queen because everybody knows me. Sabe is my best friend and one of my handmaidens. That's the type of material you're looking at in there. There's a more in-depth journal that we all know about. One thing I like to note about this is that out of the 6 journals, 3 in the prequel trilogy, 3 in the original trilogy, this is one of 2 that has like nice glossy pages with illustrations and designs, as opposed to just normal text. And then the star of the show, in my opinion, and I think most would agree, is Queen in Disguise, part of the Jedi Readers series, which is different than the DK Readers, but it's the same concept. And it shows the handmaidens training. And it's an original story. You know, you can't sugarcoat it. The Queen Amidala material in the EU was certainly lacking. I would have liked to have seen in the Episode 1 or Episode 2 Adventures a Queen Amidala arc. Like, we got an awesome Jar Jar arc, and we got like a really emotional moment with Kitster. It seems as though that's a missed opportunity. The DU did give us the Queen's trilogy, which in my opinion was hit or miss, but there's a lot of good about it, and some people really love it. So I'm glad it's here. I certainly prefer it to exist and have been made. But on to the 5th piece. Here it is. Scott showed it on the stream. And I also don't have it. It's just the board. And so what this was a custom book, like Way of the Warrior, which you can find on StarWarsTimeline.net. I think I asked Chris if he had Chris Nelson if he actually owned a physical copy, and I think he does. I'd love to see a picture of it. Though I don't think he's the one who uploaded it to StarWarsTimeline.net. So at least 2 people in the fandom actually have a preserved copy. It was only available in the UK. And so, like in 1999, you would fill out a form and send in your name, and you'd provide like 3 or 4 other names, and they would insert it into the text of the book, and so you'd be a character in the book. And there were 2. This and an adaptation of Episode 1, and this one's an original story. It's got some inconsistencies, right, but it's still original EU, right, so portions of it are original EU. And I know I got this off the same eBay listing I assumed that Scott Johnson did, and I believe his plan was to just print it out and try to put it in here, because we have the text. I actually think Chris has one of these from back in the day, because somehow he's been cued into the nitty-gritty, obscure part of the fandoms even since 1999. which is very impressive. But the text is available from a website, this is the mind-blowing part, that was still selling these to this day, or in 2023. This is Chris Nelson's discovery that he shared with us on Brennan's Discord, Quinlan Voss, and some of us jumped on it, and these were gone. These got snatched up. I don't even know if they had any of these. Like, I put in the order and they're like, we don't have any more of those. And what just blows my mind, or I'm trying to break down why this is so impressive, right? So this is a book from 1999. Here's the other one. They are different sizes, and the website confirmed to me that they're different sizes, so that's how we know that this, from the eBay listing, is the same product. It's just missing the interior, the text that you would get your names printed in. Presumably the person in the eBay listing somehow got a hold of a backstock of just the boards. But Chris is like, I don't know if Chris, I should have asked him, if he Googled episode 1, Queen Amidala and me, and got search result for this really obscure website still selling it, or if he's just perusing all these websites, almost like online flea market searching, thrift store searching. I'll ask him. But this is what happened. This is, my name is in this one. This is the episode 1 adaptation out of the 2 custom books from this company that you could get back in the day. Disappointingly, I don't have the original Queen Amidala material, but I did get this one. And a couple of others of us did as well. Those with kids put their kid's name in it. I don't have kids, so my name is in it. And the material that didn't sell back in the day in 1999, I don't know how many hands it changed, but this website still has the backstock and the license to sell it and to order the custom book. So it's licensed EU material. I suppose this isn't technically EU. Though anything in this that's original, even if it's inconsistent, is EU. Kind of semantics there. Available in 2023. A custom book from 1999, available in 2023. And I'll just show a little bit of it really quick. It comes with this. So, like, whoever you're giving it to, your kid, you can put their picture in it. I guess you can pause that and read that. But to just show a few pictures, it's got artwork. Original artwork. I wish there was printing on the spine. So what do we have here? The heroes reached the Queen's palace, but the battle droids had gotten there first. They were about to take the beautiful Queen Amidala and her attendants to prison. The 2 Jedi stood in their path. The battle droids fired their weapons, but the Jedi quickly drew their lightsabers and blocked every shot. In moments, the droids were destroyed. Arthur said, "We need to find a ship." The Queen led the heroes to a ship and blasted off, but the Trade Federation starfighters weren't far behind. Right, so it puts you or your kid or whoever's name that you submit into the story, which is just super cool. Which is all the more cool because I was able to order this in 2023. And story by John Whitman. Like I was saying on the Legends Con 2 stream, I'm going to bring this to Legends Con 2 and have him sign it. And I wonder if he's even going to remember writing it. And if he does remember writing it, I doubt he's signed one before, which is super cool. And in addition to that, he'll probably get a kick out of the story of its discovery. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.